Promotions. Yes, sir.
It's good.
Hey, my microphone loud as hell. Or my headphones.
And you gotta hit the camera for me.
Yeah, plug me on your headphone jack.
Yeah.
Am I plugging in or these are
y'all know August 5th.
August
5th. Make sure y'all go over to the YouTube channel, FightBookies Podcast. Y'all just type in FightBookies and watch us live. Make sure y'all go over to the YouTube, FightBookies, watch us live. Y'all can tap in, man. Y'all can call in. We're going to take in call-ins, man. The number is pinned. When I say we taking callers, call that number, man. And we're going to let you talk your piece, man, on this Spence and Crawford, man.
All right, let's get to it, y'all.
We're going to get right to it. So we live, y'all. I'm gonna have to end this live.
You keep it on.
Keep it on?
Yeah, you keep it on.
All right. Well, there it is, man. I'm going to put it on Big Jomo, man, because that's the man, the myth, the legend right there.
The myth, the legend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right,
let's get to it. We live, y'all.
Hey, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling?
Good.
How y'all feeling?
Overworked and underpaid.
Oh, man.
Nah, I mean, it's the best part of my day, you heard? Best part of my week.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, what y'all listen, let's introduce ourselves, man. I am $1 Million Flight, $1 Million Boxing Promotions. I'm your favorite fight bookie.
Yeah.
It's large. I'm on self, man, here, happy to be here, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That heavy-duty cutie himself, you heard? Husky, not ugly, man. Chubby, not fat. Man, I go on and on, you heard? Fight bookies in the building, man. 1-4 for the almighty fight bookies.
Yes, sir.
And it's your boy Alex, man. Fight bookie, you know what I'm saying? We about to get to it. Man, where y'all want to start, man? How do we even start with that shit we just watched last night?
I mean, shoot, let's just talk about this. Is bigger than last night, man. This has been a great week in boxing, man. I like, even though I don't really care for the casuals, I like to see people talking about boxing, man. That you can't take away from people shedding light to the sport.
Right.
You know what I mean? I love to see that. I love to see fights, man. You know how many people I knew that was watching a fight at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday? That goes a long way, man. That goes a long way for somebody like me who has loved this sport my whole life. But something like that, man, you can't buy something like that, man.
Monumental, man.
It is, man.
Monumental, man.
Absolutely.
This is sport changing in a way, man. This is sports changing.
Yeah, for sure.
This is sports changing. There's something that I want to ask, man. How was y'all fight party, man?
Oh.
How was everybody's fight party? We wasn't together this week, y'all, but.
Where you watch the fight at?
Huh?
I need to know.
Yeah. Where you watching?
I watched it at a special location. I was invited guest, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got you. I know how that be.
I was special location invited guest.
Hey, man, I'm just going to say, you ain't never been to a fight party till you've been to $1 Million Flight party.
That's what I'm getting up to, man. I seen the lies and the hints and the drops, man.
No, it was crazy.
I want to know, is this a thing?
Man, listen, I plan to
Super fights is going to be a thing?
I mean, I mean, super fights, yeah. I mean, but how many more super fights do we got coming up?
I don't know the way boxing is going. Like I was fortunate enough to bless to do like some like impromptu security for a fight party, and so it was my pleasure to do it, man. And I mean, the homie called was like, "You gonna be here?" I'm like, anytime for the cookout or the shootout, I'm gonna show up. But I seen yours live, man. I was like, whoa.
Nah, we was hanging.
Is it gonna be a
out.
sports event thing, or are you just gonna?
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do a little bit more parties, man. I got a background history in doing parties, so with that being said, man, I want to touch back into that and give people good, safe environments where they could come hang out, have a good time, enjoy what we like to do. And just last night, it just happened to be sport. It had to be boxing.
It was a teaser, y'all. I want you to understand what's party. It was something that, trust me, it was an invite-only type of thing, man. It wasn't just what you think a party was. It was special, man. It was a certain upper echelon of person that had to be there, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? You had to qualify to be there.
You had to qualify.
Yeah, you had to qualify to be there, man. Yeah. There was entertainment.
Oh, it was entertainment for sure.
It was entertainment
all night.
All night.
Partially clad entertainment.
Yeah, man. We had everything from the food to the bar, the ladies, man.
Females.
It was a little bit of everything, man.
It was a place what we just talked about, vaulted ceilings. You hear me? This wasn't just typical nightclub or your cousin's basement or bar. No. So I say all that to get to, like, this is something that when she drops the hint and drops the flyers, if you qualify, you reach out and you never know. You know what I mean?
It's called the Player's Paradise.
You know what's crazy about it, man? It might become a membership thing, man.
Oh man, you never know.
It might become a membership thing where it become a monthly fee, monthly membership. You pay the monthly membership, you never have to pay when the things drop. You know what I mean? We'll talk about subscriptions about later, but that's how our mind work here.
Hey, let's get right into this, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Man, this week was crazy.
Let's cook. We're going to get right into the rundown. Let's get it.
All right, Fulton Inouye. What did y'all take away from that shit? What y'all think?
Man, Inouye, man, he rightfully claimed this spot as number 2 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Number 2 fighter. Okay. And I say that with a grain of salt just because I got to see how Charlo perform against Canelo. You know what I mean? He's conquered a lot of different weight classes, which to me, in a way, hasn't beat too many people in his weight classes that he's conquered. It has not been tough weight classes. Like I said before, who the fuck is fighting at 102 pounds?
Nobody.
Like I got teenagers that weigh 102 pounds, 110 pounds, 100 and you know what I mean? Like that. Yeah. To me, it's just like okay, but the way he conquered and defeated Fulton, he made an elite fighter look basic to me. So that just says it all. And then he looked sharp, man. Like it's how you beat an elite fighter. Like just like we seen last night, man. How you beat an elite fighter separates you from the group.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Would you consider Fulton an elite fighter?
Now, I will still consider him in his weight class. You know what I mean? It's just once you break it down, I think he fell to the back of the pack now, but still nonetheless an elite fighter.
Did you think he was elite before this fight though?
I did consider him. I would consider him an elite fighter. Okay. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Just because of his how he can switch mid-fight, how he can just the way he beat his last opponents that I've seen from the last 3 fights. Yeah. That's what I would make the separation.
What about his resume?
Not so much, but I don't necessarily just rely on resume. Okay. I watch the fight itself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I look at styles, and styles to me make the fights. So.
What about you, bro? What's your qualifications for pound?
First off, I'm pissed off every time somebody win, they jump to the pound list. That shit is the most, I don't know, that shit's jumping around so much. That shit is crazy. Yeah. The pound list be, you see, anyway, he jumped up. As soon as he won, he jumped up.
Some people had him number 1 before that.
This morning, he was number 3 because Crawford won last night. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Who they have number 2?
That shit move around and jump around so much is ridiculous, man.
It does. I mean, but it's opinions, though.
It is. But we use, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. Ring Magazine tends to be pretty much the Bible, right? Of how they judge everything. You say, I'm the Ring Magazine lineal champion, a Ring Magazine, you know what I'm saying, pound for pound. So That's the one that everybody seems to go to. It's the King James version of it, whether right, wrong, and indifferent, right? Sometimes everybody jumping. It's like she say, opinion, subject to my feelings, how I feel at the moment, and I think they get caught by the prisoner of the moment. Now, Fulton, like what she said, I don't think he was elite. I think he was trending that way. Had every possible avenue available to him to be elite. You know what I mean? We expected him to be there, so I think we placed him there a little early. He's not elite. And he looked very pedestrian against that dude.
Yeah.
Very pedestrian against that dude. I'm not mad at him for losing. Loss is never a problem with me. It's how you perform when you're lost. That was what bothered me, man. Fulton didn't look prepared. He looked shell-shocked. I was like, yo, did he just get there? Because I had just watched a little thing with him and Stephen John. I'm like, yo, did he just get in town? Is it jet lag? Like, he looked it off, guys. You know what I mean? But I even exalt him even more now the way he handled that loss. He was like, I'm not making no fucking excuses. You know what I'm saying? He said, I got a million of them to tell y'all.
Right.
The fact of the matter is I lost. So
he just lost,
you know what I'm saying? That means a lot to me, man. But
yeah.
anyways, like on Tiny and all the great Japanese or so-and-sos, they have a meteoric rise and the drop be just as quick. Whatever reason they burn out outside of the Ichiros, I think it's the only one. Otherwise, they rise really fast and they burn out really quick. Think of every Japanese pitcher in baseball, every whomever. So
where do you think his ceiling is? Because general consensus is that man's going to get his second undisputed just like Bud. You think they're going to, like, overhype him if he gets that second undisputed, try to put him over Terrence Crawford?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, what you get over there's no division and support in these overseas countries and markets.
Right.
There's no division of support.
Yeah.
Meaning, I'm going to support whomever because I'm partial to that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Almost think of it in hip-hop. There's no division of support in the South. They're just buying it.
5 seconds, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the country's going to push him and place him in a level whether he belongs there or not. He's going to get the Pacquiao effect.
Right.
That's more accurate. You're going to get the Pacquiao push.
Right. All right. Plant smacks the shit out of Charlo.
Hey, let's
dog
talk
shit
about
out
it.
that nigga.
Hey, I simply, listen, I understand what happened.
Yeah.
That happens, man.
Explain it, because everybody don't know what happened.
So-
Talk to them. Tell them what happened.
All right, so in the weigh-ins, y'all know the Charlo brothers, they that's Errol Spence's they boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? They stablemates.
Right.
So with that being said, they're backstage. You know, they bring their ladies. If I'm not mistaken, it was the ex-wife and the wife of the brothers.
Yeah.
They end up getting into it and getting into a fight. Caleb Plant hops in and breaks up the fight. And Jamal thought it was a good idea to grab a grown man by his face. And I mean, there's no video footage of it. So we don't know exactly what happened or how it happened or how he did it. But clearly you can't touch on a grown man like
in
that.
the face. Yeah.
And like that. So I mean, I don't know what, maybe they could have had a little too much to drink. But
I'm sure.
what we seen was,
snort.
Man, 5 hands to the face, man. You said it
snort fucking
man,
with them niggas.
he smacked fire out that
Fire.
man. Like, it's, to me, I think if they work this properly, that need to be on the undercard for
Charlo and Canelo.
Man, why not? Put him on the undercard,
You think he ready for Plant, though? Like,
who?
Charlo, Big Charlo.
He's not. It don't matter, though. They trying to sell tickets. This nigga is mentally unstable. Like, who gives a fuck? Let's get a bag.
Exactly.
Let's get a bag. Like, I mean,
Exactly.
you can either not fight or fight and get some money and get a, you know what I mean?
He gets smoked, though. Plant a smoker. And he ain't fought at 168. Like, that'll be all bad.
And it would be. But at the same time, let's sell this shit. Like, y'all got sellable material here.
Right.
Why not piggyback off of it, man?
Right.
This is timing. This is perfect timing right now. So, I mean, I think that would be the next best move, man. With something like this happening.
It'd be great for the business aspect of it, and you know, the undercard and help the story. It'd be tremendous. I don't think he's gonna do it. First, I'm tired of them Charlo niggas playing tough, man. I'm tired of them niggas
they
playing tough.
would lose on the
man.
same night that night.
That
would be
shit,
bad.
son.
You got
I got Canelo beating Charlo.
Man, come on.
Yeah, bro.
Come on.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah.
You don't got.
We'll touch on that. Hey, yo, but listen, I'm talking. I swear to my mother, I'm tired of them niggas playing tough, man. them niggas playing gangster for real, man.
Yeah.
Like, relax, man. Like, them niggas playing tough. Like, they always ODing. They the kids that get on your nerves, man. And I fuck with them talent-wise. I'm a huge fan of them guys. But them niggas, I'm tired of that shit. Yeah. First off, let me point something out real important to everyone, man. As we talk about the smack. Let's talk about Caleb Plant leaned in with that left. He smacked him, got his head off that line, put his head behind his right shoulder.
He got Chris Rock.
I said, no. I'm looking at the shit like, that was the most technically sound slap I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
My
he
God.
slapped him with the left hand.
He hit him like he really throws his left foot.
Yeah.
It was
he
the same
dropped.
shit.
Listen, he took his head off his line, put his chin down behind his right shoulder. I was like, oh, that shit was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
They like, what you looking at? I said, yo, that shit was technically beautiful.
Crazy.
I shouldn't show the kids like, yo, look at this. You see how he got his head off the line? You see how he put his head behind his shoulder? We sat him. He took his head off the line, put his eyes. I'm like, oh, okay, listen. And the lack of aggressiveness, niggas smack you guys. It's really hard to restrain certain people. Niggas be so easily restrained. You know what I mean? Now we're going to talk about this again. Who are you walking around? You should be able to put your hands on the money. You should be able to put your hands on your money.
Y'all
you
see,
know what I mean?
Y'all see Mel ain't do it. He couldn't even get nowhere near there for real. It ain't worth losing, man. He had to throw water bottles at him.
Listen,
He threw a phone, right?
Was that what it was?
I thought he threw a phone. Yeah.
Nigga angrily threw it too. You heard?
Boom.
Oh my God, don't you? I'm like, yo, Plant walking away still
Brother.
talking filthy. You hear me?
Exactly.
Fuck out of here, don't you talk?
So 35 seconds real quick. Y'all got y'all got Jamel over at Canelo.
I do.
Moving up 2 weight divisions, y'all got him beating Canelo.
I do.
You got
It's a reason he don't fight black fighters.
I mean, he do though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We gonna
I'm not even a Canelo fan.
we gonna get
Check
to
it
that,
out.
man.
I want Jamel to win, but do I think he's gonna win? Hell nah. You
Hey,
gonna
y'all
bet
know
on
how
that?
to follow your favorite fight bookie and let's get paid,
All
baby.
right.
Let's get paid, man.
Yeah. All right, 8 seconds. We going to Cruz Cabrera. I don't know. We got 5 minutes.
Hold on the calls. Hold on the call. Nah, we got some 5 minutes. I gotta cook, man. We gotta see, man, because this is a Cruz is in a tough weight division, man, and we had a lot of matchups leading into before this fight.
Right.
After this fight, man, where did we see Cruz? Let's talk about what we seen last night, and then let's talk about what's next for Cruz.
Real quick, you gotta plug before we get the calls. You gotta hook your Bluetooth up to the to the Rode mic.
Well, yeah, let's cook, y'all. Let's cook.
So run that back one more
Cruz?
time. What was you saying about Cruz?
I said, let's go first. Let's talk about last night, what we seen. And then let's talk about what's next for Cruz, because he's in a stacked weight division, weight class. And what's next? Like I said, I personally wanted to see Frank Martin. We talked about it last night.
Yeah, I was about to say, I messed with you a little bit.
We talked about it last night.
Yeah.
So you was messing with me
I was
is what it
messing with
was.
you.
All right.
No, I was serious in what I saw. But as far as him beating Frank Martin, I don't know. You know what I mean? I wasn't impressed with either one of their performances. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a good matchup. I don't know who wins that.
You wasn't impressed?
By Cruz? You was impressed by Cruz last night?
No.
Was you? I'm asking.
Hey, I don't take nothing from my boy Osvaldo.
Yeah.
He looked like I don't know, man. How the fuck is you headbutting and you up on the cards? Like, it's just the discipline, man. You gotta, when you put yourself with elite fighters, you hold yourself to a certain standards. The way you fight, the way you move in that ring is just different. He looked like a nigga that is at 5-0. Like, he did not, and I'm a big fan of Isaac Cruz. I like Biz. I like Pitbull. I've liked him for about 2 years now. But I seen last night, I wouldn't even put him against nobody in top 10 in that weight class. Like, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even put him against Ryan Garcia.
Nah, hell nah. Ryan Garcia smoked him. Aside from the nigga swinging for the fences and loading up,
and he's only throwing 1 or 2 punches at a time.
You had an opponent who had his hands down the whole fight, and you ain't get him out of there.
Disrespectful.
You know yeah, he kept coming forward too, so he wasn't really hurt. He was like taking them, so you know what I'm saying.
And he was taking his best punches.
Yeah, that's a problem, bro.
He took all of his best punches.
Yeah. What does the layman, what does the casual fan think about Cruz after that performance?
I mean, he falls to the background of just another Spanish fighter. To me, like he literally had an opportunity to make a statement fight, because you went from fighting Tank to fighting Gamboa. You survived Tank, you knocked out Gamboa. what do you do next? You go in there and fight somebody that nobody's ever heard of, and then next thing you know, you go the distance with them and get a split decision.
Yeah, that was bullshit, though.
It
that
was
should have
bullshit.
been UD.
Nonetheless, bro, that's not. It's not how you want to represent. Like when you're trying to build your resume and you're trying to build your stock as a fighter. Like that wasn't it, man. And he took all of his best punches with his hands down, man. That says a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, I wanted him and KJ to fight. I mean not KJ. I wanted him and not Keyshawn Davis.
Shit,
Frank
let him
Martin.
fight KJ.
Huh?
Let him fight KJ.
Let him fight KJ.
You know what I'm saying? They in the same weight division, 135, right?
Yeah.
He can fight KJ.
KJ, you take that fight?
Yeah, KJ, fuck Cruz up, bro.
KJ, go get him, KJ.
I'm telling you, listen, it's the opportunity, man. Motherfuckers gotta be ready.
Yeah.
And last night, he ain't look Pitbull did not look ready. He looked like a little
King Jumbo.
He looked like a Major League Mud.
That's what it was to me. That's what it was to me. The moment, man. Cruz fumbled the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think he went in, so this is my time. This is my time. I'm going to add to my, you know what I mean? He's definitely a fan favorite. People like him. He's the lovable underdog. He's your favorite bulldog. You know what I mean? And I think he fumbled the moment. I think he was trying to be spectacular. He forgot to just be fundamental and good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like talking to a kid like you're trying to make the team on one play. Like you're trying so hard to get the dunk on the center that you're missing the play basketball. And I think that's what happened to Cruz, man. I still think he's going to get another shot because he's lovable. You know what I mean? He's likable.
I mean,
he's
won,
an underdog or so and so. Say again?
I said he won, if nothing else. So,
Yeah,
I mean, he's
won.
still going to get them fights.
You know, but you know
Nobody
what I
wanna
think
see
people
the
get his
tank
head.
fight,
People
though.
was like, you got to steal the moment. You got to steal the moment. He was looking for the fabulous knockout or so-and-so.
Yeah.
And you earn knockouts. You don't just get knockouts.
Right.
You set them up. You do everything you so-and-so. My feelings was hurt how comfortable he was fighting, standing in front of him. I'm like, man, you supposed to be Cruz. I mean, you supposed to, you know what I mean? Make this nigga wince, God. You heard, pause. But he wasn't. He wasn't, and that bothered me. However, I think he's going to get another shot. I think he's still likable. At this point, he has to take a name. You need another subpar opponent. Performance against a subpar opponent, it's a wrap, God.
All right.
Subpar performance against a subpar performance with a subpar opponent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
All
right now, and the way he's looking, if I'm a name, I might take him while he's still a name.
Yeah.
Because he's on that fence, whether you're going to continue to be a name or not. So he's on that fence. So maybe Garcia should jump on him.
All right, let's get to it, bro. Spence versus
Shakur, go get him.
Crawford. Recap.
Who
What
want
the
to
fuck?
start? Who want to start, man?
What the
'Cause
fuck? What the fuck did we watch?
I just want to know, did anybody get paid?
I did.
Did anybody get paid?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
You got paid?
Bomac.
Anybody get paid?
Yeah. We got paid. Got
You got
paid.
paid?
Everybody got paid.
Hey, Chef,
bro.
you get paid, bro? Anybody? There we go. He called it. He called it.
He
ninth
made the
round.
most money.
He
Shout out
called
to
it.
Chef Hyro, man.
Chef
He cleaned
Hyro.
up in that bitch. We was in there last night. This nigga was taking bets from everybody, cleaning
Man,
up.
snatching niggas' money. Niggas
Yeah.
was quiet. Embarrassing. It was bad, bro. Let's talk about it, though.
No, I did exactly, you know what I'm saying, as my real said, man, you know what I mean? I'm going to go right into it as always. I told everyone, you know, it's going to be established early. You know what I mean? I even invited my friend because he was asking me about betting on it. I said, yo, I wouldn't tell you to lock in any bet until after the second round. This is not betting your homeboy. You could wait.
Right.
I said, don't wait till the second round and see the momentum of the fight. How's it going? And I said, if you make it a fight, Spencer's going to lose. If you make it a boxing match, I think Spencer's going to get him. You know what I mean? And I said, if it's going to be a knockout, it's going to be Crawford over Spence. If it's going to be a decision, it's going to be Spence over Crawford. One of the things about everything, we all watch the same fight. And one of the things that
What's going on, y'all?
that fight was so one-sided and so dominant, nobody cares about a rematch.
Yeah,
Hell,
don't
That
need
shit
to see
was
it.
so one-sided and so dominant that the rematch clause that we know was locked in,
Yeah.
nobody even wants to see it now.
Yeah, I
Nobody
definitely
wants
don't
to see
need to
it
see
now.
that shit again.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He made him look pedestrian.
Like an amateur.
He made him look.
Don't call in yet. Don't call in.
He made him look
B, what
as
up?
if he doesn't exist, man.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, and it's a testament to.
The levels.
It's a testament to. You know what I mean? Remember we said about Shakur?
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? Remember we said about before, and you go back to our Female Performance podcast about good and great. The difference between bad and good. is shorter than the difference between good and great.
Right.
Remember we said that?
Yeah.
That's how bad it looked. You know what I mean? That's how bad it looked. One looked it great.
Yeah.
He looked it great and made a great fighter look not so good.
Right.
That was most impressive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are you giving Spence any excuses like weight, you know what I'm saying, losing the weight or taking a year layoff off?
No.
None of that?
It just was not the style wise, he did not have a chance to beat him.
At all. We
He
said
didn't have a chance. Like,
look back at our old episodes, y'all. We told y'all that.
he didn't have a chance to beat him,
Yo,
man. Like it was.
I hate to say
you
this,
seen
God.
it, man, early. You seen it early. Like
Yeah.
he went in trying to be aggressive, and what I also noticed too is they did not switch up. They did not change anything.
No adjustments.
There was no adjustments made
Hold
in
on.
that fight.
Who told y'all last week Spence don't make adjustments?
Was that you?
Yes,
He
I
said
told
you
y'all
need
he
my
don't make no
flowers.
adjustments. He fights every fight the same fucking way.
And he did that. He did that every time he got knocked out. If you notice, he went to the body and here and opened up and he got cracked right on the temple.
No, I heard that.
Every time.
I'm sorry, someone said that, God. He said that what I'm noticing in the camps is Bud is preparing for Spence. Spence is preparing his fight, which shows there's going to be no deviation, which means he's going to stick to the game plan.
Because he thought he was the technically superior fighter.
Like, he's
he
like,
thought
you
he was
know-
going to stay in that high guard and it was going to be better than what Bud was doing. And
Yeah,
it was,
they say he's not preparing for his opponent, he's just preparing to fight.
yeah.
Let me tell you something, man, and it hates to hurt my heart to say, but I'm going to say it loud and clear because I don't give a fuck about any of these niggas, really. He looked as scared and unprepared. You can't do that.
Right,
You look just scared and unprepared. That shit don't happen.
right.
And then one of the ways to get rid of fear is to get rid of their scaredness is to be prepared. If you be prepared, scared might turn to nervous, but you prepared. He looked as scared and unprepared. Listen, son just got trainer of the year. That trophy looked unworthy. You hear me?
Right.
He got
wouldn't say
trainer of the
that.
year, son.
Say, well, you ain't
Fuck
lying,
out of here. That performance made that shit look unworthy. Right or wrong ain't different.
Yeah.
If
fact
you
he
tell,
ain't make no
listen, if I went
adjustments
to the
is crazy.
casual and said, Spence got the trainer of the year, they like, who? That dude that was getting punched on? That's the trainer of the year?
Right.
He had Phil Jackson?
Right.
You would been like, he had
That's
Pat
a good
Riley?
point. That's a
The
good
fuck
point.
out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
And then Charlo
It
getting
is what it
smoked
is.
next.
Listen. What's son name, man? What's the Garcia? He leaving again. He like, oh, hell no. I'm out.
Right. That was bad. It was
Garcia
bad.
like, oh, shit. I thought he's my trainer in the wrong wagon.
All right, let's
I'm
talk
leaving.
about it then. So from now, what's next for Spence, man?
I guess he want this rematch again, but the thing is, you know what he kept saying in the post press conference, he was like, "I'll just hope the fight is at 154." And I don't know if I'm taking away, he doesn't get to pick that. Bud gets to pick that, and I don't know if he's trying to give himself an out, like, oh, well, I don't want to. If it's not at 154, I really don't want to take it. You know what I mean? He might just say, I'm about to vacate, go to 154. Well, not vacate because he lost his belts, but
Hey, gone.
he might just say, I might just go up to 154, and that'd be his way of getting out the rematch. Because he kept saying it at the post press, like, I hope the fight's at 154. So, you know, I'm thinking if Crawford telling him we're going to do it at 147, he might. I don't know who up there for him to fight 154.
What's next for Spence?
Yeah.
Man, reality more prayer. He got he made prayer. Like, he gonna have to reevaluate, God.
You know what I would
He
like to
gonna
see? You know what I like to see?
She gonna say
So-
Frank Martin.
Nah. I ain't gonna do that. Listen here. I think the smartest move that he can make to prove himself worthy is to take that fight with Boots. Take that fight with Boots. Listen, hear me out. And if he beats Boots, then he earns the rematch with TC.
Check it out. Boots will do him worse than Crawford did him.
True indeed. But you go in, once you take a loss, it changes a man.
Yeah.
I think that'll change him for the better. I think we will see a better Errol Spence than we've seen against Boots than we do with Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? So I think that would be something that if he can perform well against Boots, that he might earn that rematch with Terrence Crawford.
But I think what we saw was his limitations as an athlete, not as a boxer. His limitations are as an athlete. Boots is fast. He has feet too, and he hits hard. He's just a nightmare he's bigger than Crawford. So he's probably get him out of there. When Crawford knocked him down the second round, Boots probably would put him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that matchup, I'd rather him get his ass whipped by Crawford again than fight Boots. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
outside of those two names, who else would you want to see him fight?
Somebody at 154, he got to go. Maybe Thurman.
Keith Thurman, I thought that would be the absolute last resort. I think Keith Thurman.
Listen, one of the things that's hurting Spence, man.
Keith Thurman is a tune-up fight for me, though.
One of the things that's hurting
he's
Spence
a boxing
now.
puncher like Crawford, though.
The mystique is gone. The mystique, the mystique is gone. Yeah, you know, people. You could lose the you could lose the fight, and the mystique still be there.
Right.
Like, oh, he's a fucking warrior. We seen Cruz, like we referred to, he lost the tank. Yeah. No one took that as a loss only in record only.
Right.
Spence looks so pedestrian against this fight. No one's scared. That's the problem. Once you score against the shot blocker, look, I'm going right back in there. You ain't know all that. Once you score against you, I'm going right. You ain't know all that. Niggas is like, I'm gonna get Spence while he's still a name. You know what I mean?
He look like a fool right now.
Like she say, man, the loss changes a person. I'm interested to see where it's gonna change him.
Right.
I want, desire and hope that son's gonna be like, yo, this is the wake up call. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they always say any idiot could come up, only champions could come back. Yeah. An idiot come up, he's gonna hit the lotto, a champion to come back. You hear me? So let's see if he's built that way, son. Let's really see.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I think I hate to say it, man. These next 3 fights is gonna define how he finishes his career, and I think he got to move wisely. You know what I mean? He got 2 more losses before he calls it quits, if you ask me. Like the way he lost last night was one of those eye-opening experiences that he needs to learn from and move smarter, move wiser. Like, it just, to me, he did not belong in that ring. I said that before, and I still say it again. He did not belong in that ring last night. I don't know. I don't believe that he was drained. I do not believe that anything these conspiracies that I done heard, I don't believe it. I just think that, you know what I mean, he has to work his way back to the level where he just left from. Like, I mean, where people hold him to. He has to work his way back up to that. Like, I'm not saying he's not capable of it, but you need to leave these niggas alone, man.
Spence still at the top, man. He need a fight. I think Keith Thurman is a perfect fight, bro, because Keith Thurman is a little past his prime. You know what I'm saying? He's still a boxer puncher who has footwork. That's what gives him good work. That if you want to fight Bud again, fight Keith Thurman first. Yeah. It's the perfect tune-up. You know what I'm saying? He's not a super threat, but he got some of the skills that Crawford has, you know what I'm saying, to get you ready. So Crawford, who's next? If he doesn't fight Spence in a rematch.
You think do you think Crawford would take that fight?
Where boots?
He loses nothing.
With the rematch?
Yeah.
He got to take the rematch. If Spence exercises, he has to fight him.
I know that, but do you think that that's something that is in his favor?
What you mean? Like, if he'll win?
To run it back. Just like, to me.
It'll be worse.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
He didn't even get to open up his bag last night.
He didn't even try to. He didn't move his feet. He just stepped right to him. Like, he didn't have to work at all. He's had way tougher fights than what happened last night.
Listen, he out-athleted him.
Yeah.
He looked, they kept saying, like, I forget, a couple people say he's a better athlete. They say he might not be a better fighter, he's a better athlete.
I think he's
Bullshit. He looked like both. You heard?
He's both.
Bullshit, son. He looked like it was both.
Right.
Like, I'm watching this shit almost in utter disbelief. Like, you know what I mean? In utter disbelief. Yeah. It was to the point, Crawford's performance was so dominant, it was quieting the room.
Yeah.
It was
shocking.
It was quiet in the room. I'm like, damn, son.
Yeah.
It was quiet in the room. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That shit was crazy.
He opened all our eyes. Even if you was Team Crawford, which I think most of us were. I think you picked Spence, but the rest of us picked Crawford. It's like nobody expected that shit. No. Like, nobody knew it was going to leave. You say you knew it looked like that, you're lying. Nobody knew he was going to dominate him that.
That's what we was alluding to before. Did this fight hurt the super fight?
You said, did it?
Yeah. This was supposed to be the fight of the year in the best year of fighting that we've had in, I'm talking, fucking generations, eons. This was supposed to be the best fight of the best fight year that we've had within decades.
Yeah. Didn't we get that with Mayweather and Pacquiao, though? Everybody thought Pacquiao was going to be the
Nope.
Where was you at when you watched that fight?
I was at my cousin's house, and the motherfuckers was falling asleep. I'm sitting there.
I was over on
crazy.
I was at Exhale Lounge. I don't think it was called that. It was on Cassidy. I went there. I went out to the casino first,
Yeah.
and we got there, and they weren't even showing the fight, so we had to hurry up and rush up north. And
Yeah.
as soon as we got in, they was walking out. I remember it. Like, I'm like, nigga, I can't miss
See,
this
that one I did
motherfucking
know it was
fight.
gonna look like that though.
I was at.
I mean, I
Champs.
was just tuned in, man. It was a room full of people. I'm looking up to the TV, like, don't talk to me, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me, nigga. I'm here for this.
Right.
I was at Champs in Easton
I ain't heard that.
watching that fight
Yeah.
around a bunch of people that was anti-Mayweather.
Oh, they was called.
They was cheering. Yeah, they was the other side. They was cheering. They was
Hey, y'all
so
give it a
and so.
second. Don't call
You
in
know what I
yet.
mean?
We'll let y'all know when the call in.
Son, I'm going bananas in there too.
In a
You heard?
second.
I'm going bananas in there. Like, yeah, every time they cheer, you know, it was what it was. And the reason I say that to allude to, because I asked you that and you remember. Are you gonna remember where you was when you seen this fight?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna remember
You
last
give a
night.
fuck. I mean, yeah.
Oh,
of
I ain't
course.
gonna
Nigga,
forget
I'm
that.
Oh, you remember
last
because of the
night.
fight?
Yeah,
Or because
that
of
fight
events?
too.
Or because of the events?
A little bit of everything.
Both.
Yeah, you know.
The domination was that impressive, bro. That's not gonna leave my mind, man. Because the shock value of him
The
getting his ass
domination was
whooped.
so good, son. He looked like he may not get another fight. Now they're gonna call for Ennis. Ain't nobody left but Boots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else but
We ain't
Boots.
looking at that to the end of next year, if not 2025.
yeah, it's gonna be a minute. And I hate to, because you know I'm a Boots fan. I love Crawford, but I hate to think about that fight yet because of Crawford. What he did last night was so fucking crazy. I really don't want to talk
How
about.
much time do Crawford got to wait for that fight?
For
I was about to
Boots?
say he don't have to. I don't
How
want to
much
see
time
him
he
wait
got?
too long.
He got to have it
For
within
Boots?
what, the next 2 years?
No, not for Boots. For any fight.
gotta
because
wait.
He's getting
He gonna be
older.
He's got to
36.
wait for at least 2
Yeah,
years.
that's what I'm saying. He's getting older, and then with that being said, like I want to see him beat everybody at his best, not in his despise. Like that to me, it takes away because you know it's the casuals. Once we hear these big fights, mega fights, and you see him, they be like, man, that nigga trash. Like no, he's not. Like just when Roy keep fighting, and then people see him now fighting, they be like, oh, Roy Jones is trash. Like you better not disrespect that man. I can't stand when people do that.
Yeah.
So like I hope he doesn't wait too long. I don't see him like
You
going
can't
back
wait.
anytime soon. But I just want to see. I want the fans to experience what we're experiencing this year. I know there's not too much you can do to top this year. But I want them to come with some consistency, man, for the rest of the.
Do you tell Boots is at home, like, call him?
Oh, he
Call
was
him.
tweeting. He was
Call
like,
him.
I'm ready.
But
Yeah.
do Boots people tell him shut the fuck up and wait?
Nah, they want
No.
everybody.
Do they tell him?
Hell no.
I'm saying no.
They
Listen,
building
hit
their
me
stock
out.
up.
Hit me
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
As the businessman, do you say, nah, you wait, give me a year, let me get older? The name is still the name.
Nah, I
The
get what
name
you
is still the
saying,
name,
but
as the business
they not
aspect.
cut from that. Bozy and them, they want everybody, bro. They want all the smoke right now. Especially he got all the belts. They ready, bro. They like, let me get that. That's all Boots was talking about. Like, let me get that undisputed. You want to run the cause?
Do you have to?
We about
You
to.
know, if you put the undisputed, I put the undisputed together like Voltron. I went and hunted it down. Why you get to get it all in one shot? And
Who was
Marcus
that?
alluded to that. He was like, I had to put it together. Man, you know, shout out to my brethren. That's all runs boxing.
Yeah.
He said that I had to put it together piece by piece. Why you get to fight me and get it all at one time?
Why not? I mean, because he can't fight nobody else, and he's the mandatory. He the number one
So you
mandatory.
have to put them all up.
Who? Crawford?
I mean, yeah.
What you mean? Put them all up to fight Boots?
Yeah.
Nah, fighting for all four belts.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm
You put
saying?
it-
He
you
the
put it all
IBF.
up.
He got all. Boots is the mandatory. I think in 2 of them sanctioning bodies. You know what I'm saying? If nobody fighting, bro, he's the mandatory. Like he
I
ain't
get
got no
what
choice.
you're saying, but do you have? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, because does that cheapen the undisputed?
Nah.
Because if that's the case, we're going to keep passing it the fuck around.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at who else get fights. Crawford just fought Avanesian. You know what I'm saying? People be like, he deserved. He was number 6, and he got a belt. So Boots is next in line for the IBF. Why the fuck just because it's 4 belts, it don't change the fact that he was next in line to fight him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care who he fought before that. If he's supposed to get that fight, let's run it. You know what I mean? But the thing is, Bud, his path, he's going to go up and fight. Bud is trying to fight Charlo. He's trying to get that 3rd undisputed. You know what I'm saying?
Charlo don't want no problem with Bud.
He's trying to get that 3rd undisputed.
Way
Let
Bud
me ask
look
you this.
like, man.
Let me ask you this, then we could probably go into cause and shit. If Charlo gets his ass brutally beat by Canelo, and then tries to come back and defend his belts, and Bud beats him, does that take away? If that's his next fight, if he gets his ass whooped, like kind of like Kell Brook. When Kell Brook came back and fought Spence after he went up and got his ass beat by Triple G, people didn't take away from Spence beating Kell Brook. Do you think people going to take away if Bud beats Charlo after he loses to Canelo?
Yeah. Nah, performance matters in that point. That's great.
Hey, we got a call coming in.
And definitely talks about, you know what, I love that is that talks about the psychology of the fan. You know what I mean? The psychology of the fan.
Shout out to Deshaun, my bro Deshaun, big bro Deshaun. I see you said Bud is going at Charlo. Yes, sir,
Yes, hello.
he is.
Hello.
Yep, this is Ron Manley calling in.
How
Who
you
is this?
doing, man? Ron Manley. We got
Ron, oh, Coach Manley, it's my old coach. What's going on, sir?
All right.
Hey, what's up, Alex? How you doing?
Good. He actually, you out the fight, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay. What's going on? Talk to us.
Let's
Well,
hear your take, man. We got to see this.
Well,
So hold on, real quick, Coach. Let me give him the proper introduction. This is the brother of former IBF welterweight world champion Joe Manley in the '80s. That's who y'all talking to.
All right.
So you were, I believe, Golden Gloves, and you had Roy Jones coach as well coming up.
You're All-Army champion, Armed Forces champion, bronze medalist in U.S. Olympic trials '88.
Yes, sir. So we gotta. I had to set the stage to let y'all know who y'all talking to first. So this is my old coach, man. These niggas, one of them see me box, man. Tell them about my hand speed real quick, then we'll get to it.
Alex hand speed, for sure. Alex hand speed is akin to what we seen last night in Terrence Crawford hand speed. Super fast, natural, something that you cannot teach. Speed.
Appreciate
Alex
that.
definitely has that.
Yes, sir. All right, talk to us, coach.
Well, the first thing I want to say is all the Spence fanboys, there should be no rematch because it'll be exactly the same demonstration that we seen last night.
Facts.
A one-sided beatdown. Spence alluded to he needed to go to 154, and he'll probably then be more situated. Absolutely not. If Spence was to fight 160, 180, he will get the exact same whooping. Why? Is because his hands is too slow, feet too slow.
Facts.
He has one gear. There is no B plan for Spence. He has one plan. Pressure and a stiff, slow jab. That's it. And any boxer will be able to nullify that at any time. You come right over the top of slow jab.
Mm-hmm.
Those other guys that Spence fought, Ugas, Porter, Garcia, those guys were B fighters. Last night he fought an A+ fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the difference.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Where do you think Spence should go from here? If he doesn't do the rematch, what do you think his best move is? What should he do?
Well, I know I'm talking to a panel of boxing masters, and what you guys seen last night, Spence actually should retire because
I said that last night.
Good and great.
That was brutal.
Right.
Ultimately, we love boxing, and we were cringing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Facts.
I said it was hard to watch.
It in the 7th round. It was hard to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You seen it in Spence's face in the 3rd round. He clearly knew that it was over with in the 3rd round. I seen it in his eyes, and I'm guaranteeing you guys did as well. 5th round, he really gave up at his heart because he has a heart of a lion.
What he said. That was
cringeworthy.
cringeworthy.
Yeah.
It was cringeworthy. Spence should
That's the
retire
fight you break
because,
up on the street.
Yeah, that's the fight you break up on the street. I love that.
So tell us about the atmosphere, man. Just tell us about being in that atmosphere, man. This was a historical fight. I don't think it lived up to what we thought, but just tell us about being in the atmosphere leading up to the fight and just being in that area at the time.
Yeah, the energy is always super electric. And whenever you get to a big fight like this, you're gonna have that electricity. Everybody's, clamoring for it because everybody's looking for a competitive match. A huge letdown because the mass majority of people was there was Spence fans.
Oh, the majority of people there were Spence fans?
Facts.
Oh, that's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Facts.
Damn. That's crazy. Y'all got any more questions for
Okay. So what you think is next for Bud though? Let's see.
Bud proved to us last night that he's second to none. That nobody's even nowhere near the class of Bud Crawford. No one. Jerron Ennis, Stanionis, the up and comers. Nobody's even close. So what he should do now is go make history, go up and beat one-dimensional
Charlo?
Jamel Charlo.
Yeah. You think that
Jamel Charlo and Spence has the exact same fighting style.
Facts.
Pressure, strong jab, easy to whoop.
Right. Facts. And Jamel, it might even be easier because he swing wider than Spence does.
And he's probably easier.
Yeah.
Who do you have winning out of Jamel and Spence?
Well, that's we know we'll never see that fight because both are trained by Derek James, and they're good friends as well. So it's more of a fantasy matchup, but I don't even call it a fantasy matchup because of what we seen last night. That demonstration there,
Right.
Proved that Spence is really a good B+ fighter, and he beat a bunch of good B fighters.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you put a B+ fighter against an A+ fighter, we seen exactly what happened.
Right.
A total domination. It wasn't even close.
Not at all. He got nothing off, man. I mean, you could technically give him the first round, but which was more of a fill-out round if you had to give him anything. But, I mean, he got nothing off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely nothing. It was like the JV.
Right.
Yeah, it was. JV versus varsity last night.
Right.
I think that's a great analogy. That's what we seen.
Facts.
It was total destruction. Multiple knockdowns, face bloody, battered. It was.
Yeah.
It was an extraordinary massacre. Period.
Right.
I don't know what else we would need to see, going into a rematch. A rematch for what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why I was telling them.
Who wants to see that?
That's why I was telling them earlier. It felt like Spence was giving himself an out in the post press conference because he kept saying he hopes the fight is at 154. And I feel like I felt like if Bud says the fight is at 147, that will be his exit to not take the rematch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But all right, cuz we got to move on. We got to take a bunch of calls, man. I'm going to hit you later,
I
bro.
appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
Yeah, much
Hope
love,
we can reach out in the
fellas.
future, man. We love that insight, man.
For sure.
I appreciate you guys. Thank
Hold on,
you.
I got one quick question. So we are the FightBookies. We are FightBookies betting podcast. Did you put any money on these fights last night? Did you get paid last night at all?
You know what? The guys that would bet me did bet me.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to get a couple bets, but I think the guys that I have in my circle knows. Yeah, they know my boxing knowledge, and they wouldn't. And I couldn't get a bet from them. They said it made some bets, but I doubt if they did.
Right.
I think it was more Spence fans hoping that Spence won.
Right.
All right. Well, we got another calling in. We appreciate you calling us.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, sir.
Call from.
We on there?
To accept,
Hold on one
press
second.
1. To send a voicemail.
Hello. What's going on, man? You on the FightBookies podcast? Talk to us.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up? FightBookies podcast. What's going on?
What's going on? Who we speaking to?
Tell us who calling in for us.
This is Brandon.
Okay, Brandon. What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
No, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling really good, man. Having a good day. I got some boxing in myself today. I've been in that mode. Always been in that mode. Before the fist fight happened, I knew the fist fight was gonna happen.
Hey, man, you had a pleasure. Brandon, this is he didn't give himself the proper introduction.
Right.
This is professional boxer out of Columbus, Ohio, Brandon Clark.
What up, B?
Man, he had to. He was with us last night. We had like we mentioned earlier, we had a nice fight party, man. Tell us about your experience, man. Tell us about, man, what you witnessed last night.
Man, really, what I witnessed last night, it was, I really, honestly, I didn't expect it to go how it went. I expected him to go in there and like, figure him out. I thought he was going to get the knockout in like the 11th round. That's what I was saying. Like, I thought Spence would come in and have a stronger jab, better body work. But the way it went, it seemed like he just outclassed him just too early. After he got the knockdown, I think he really just took his will out of him after the knockdown. But after the knockdown, it started going left. Because I gave Spence the first round, but after the first round, I gave him no other round. It was just a outclass.
Yeah. Okay. So with that being said, man, what do you see next for both fighters, man? Like we definitely witnessed the outclass, but we've been seeing going back and forth about what's next for who you want to see each fighter fights next. So let us know who you want to see Spence fight next, and let us know who you want to see Crawford fight next.
I would like to see Spence fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman. I would like to see Spence fight Keith Thurman. I would like to see Crawford. I would like to see Crawford fight Boots. Because the fact that he keeps calling him out, the fact that Boots keep calling out Crawford, I would like to see that fight. I don't personally think that Boots on his level. Like, I don't think that he fought enough comp to go out there and compete with Crawford. But the fact that he is calling him out, I'll be like, why not give him what he wants? That's what he wants.
Yeah, that's his mandatory now too. He inherited that. So when he took that,
Okay. I mean that's solid, man. So what you got lined up next, man? Talk to us.
Me,
Yeah.
honestly, right now I've been training on my boxing ability in the ring. I've gotten way stronger. I've been on the weight for about 2 months now, and really just focusing on getting stronger and working on my boxing ability in the ring. That's all I've been really working on. I really want to come out. I wanted to fight in August, but if I don't fight in August, I would do it in September or October. But I'm ready. I've been back running, doing what I got to do. Just stay ready for a fight. I'm sharp.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. We definitely appreciate you calling in, man.
yes, sir.
I appreciate you popping out yesterday too, man. We had a good time, man. It was definitely a vibe, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody who pull up, man. When I put stuff out, man, and people receive it, I love that. So I thank you for that, bro. I thank you for calling in too, bro. I appreciate it.
When you come through, B, we appreciate you, family.
Yes, sir.
Local pro, trainer, coach, mentor. We appreciate you, B.
Who else
Sure,
we got?
thanks, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Good talking to you, brother.
All right, man. You take it easy, bro.
Yes, sir.
So what was our bets?
Right. Hold on. Who else? Grant. You call it.
We got
Grant.
another call
We
coming
got some
in.
calls coming in.
Hello,
To
hello.
accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
FightBookies.
FightBookies, hello. Talk to us. Who we got on the line?
FightBookies in the building. What up?
Got Grant, casual boxing fan, professional boxing
the
fan.
opposite of a casual boxing fan. Grant, what's going on, sir?
So the one thing I wanted to kind of take away from the fight yesterday, there was one before the fight, and then there was one during the fight. Leading up to the fight, a lot of talk was it was Spence against Crawford, right? But the thing was, Bud Crawford was not just going against Errol Spence. He was going against the people who like kind of questioned his resume. He was going against the haters at Top Rank, at Bob Arum. Did you notice that ESPN would not promote the fight because of Bob Arum
At
and what
all.
he was doing leading up to the fight?
That's true. That's a very good point.
It is.
When they got to the press conference on Thursday, Bud Crawford had that serious look on his face, and you can tell Spence looked a little different. like in that press conference. Like there was something off about him. Like he was like, shit, I can't run from this guy anymore. I got to fight him now. And then when the fight started, we all know Bud Crawford is a slow starter, right?
Right.
So the first round happens, and, you know, Bud Crawford doesn't throw a lot of punches, but the one he connected with in the first round, it was a jab. You can tell Spence felt that, and he was like, shit, this power is a lot more impressive than what I went against.
Right.
And then you can kind of tell from there Spence was in serious trouble from there. Now, my prediction was I had a stoppage in the 11th.
You had him winning in 11?
Going into it. So I had a stoppage in the 11th. I was off by a couple rounds, which is fine. But I think both fighters, the 147 belts get dropped because I don't think either one wants to fight Boots. When I saw Boots live, he fought on the Charlo undercard in California. And there was a fan in front of me, and he was like, have you ever seen this Boots Ennis fight? I was like, yes, watch. And when you're there, you hear that power from Boots, and he has heavyweight power at 147. His power is just different. Like, and I was at the Wilder Fury 3, but Boots can hit with them heavyweights like it's nothing. So I think Spence and Crawford both duck Ennis.
Wow. You saying Jerron Ennis has heavyweight power? His punches sounded the same as when the heavyweights are punching.
I believe that.
Yeah, his power is loud. Like when you hear it, it is loud, and it doesn't even feel like he has any effort when he's throwing into it. But I think they'll drop the belts at 147. I would like to see Boots and Thurman fight for those belts at 147. I think that would be good. And then I would put Crawford and Charlo. If Spence doesn't put the rematch, I would see Crawford going to that Charlo-Canelo fight in the crowd, and then basically Crawford's going to call out Charlo and say, let's get it going at 154.
For sure.
But
I definitely could see that.
But I love the show. Hopefully it goes well. I'll listen to you guys. Have a good one.
All right, appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
sir.
bro. Pleasure having you.
And that was definitely. I like what he said. What was it that he said?
Which fight?
No, he said something that we haven't even brought up. The topic of we're gonna have to go back on tape, but it was a point that he made that to me that nobody has even mentioned. We got another call coming in. We got another call. All right.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
FightBookies.
Hello. FightBookies. Who we got on the line?
You on the air, son?
Hey, man, this Scoot, man.
What's going on, Scoop, man? How you feeling?
What up?
All right, scoop it up.
Man, yesterday was a great night, man. That set the tone for I don't know how long.
Man, tell us about your experience, man. We know this is one of them fights, and like that everybody gonna remember where they was at, the feelings they felt, man. Just tell us about your experience and tell us your take on last night.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Yesterday, man, Bud Crawford gave
Hey, Scoop, do me a favor. You got us on speaker?
No.
Okay. It's kind of muffled a little bit.
Hold on real quick. Hold on.
All right. Wait.
Can you hear me now?
That's a little bit better, Leah. Go ahead and talk your talk, man.
Man, I want to say, first off, man, as a true Bud Crawford fan, man, I was genuinely happy for dude like I really knew him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of people really doubted him, and yesterday he did what he had to do to where you can't doubt at all. If you do, you just hate yourself, period.
Right.
That man put on a legendary night. Out of all mega fights, this was the best performance ever, period. Like, I don't care who could say what. Nobody made a mega fight look this easy. And that nigga looked like he looked like he didn't fight at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the end of the fight, it's like, man, I'm at a loss for words. Like, man, all I can say is all hell Bud, period.
Man, facts, bro.
No, absolutely, man. You hit the nail right on the head, man. So,
Yeah, that was accurate.
What fight do
Extremely
you want to
accurate,
see
bro.
for Bud next? That's the first thing we're gonna ask you. What fight you want to see for Bud next?
I ain't gonna lie,
Nah,
like how he say he going up challenging Charlo. I been felt like Charlo wasn't ready. I still feel like Charlo isn't ready because I ain't gonna lie. I don't. If anything, I would want to see him in boots. You feel me? But
You said you
at the
do or
same
you don't?
time, I would love to see him in boots.
Okay.
After yesterday, you know, I felt like Errol Spence's biggest downfall is that he's flat-footed a lot. And a lot of people don't realize when Bud knocked him with that double hook, it wasn't really because of the power. He was flat-footed. And like, we won't expect that from Boots. Boots is a switch hitter as well. Boots got power. You know, I feel like that would be the fight that the people really would want to see. Because after yesterday, no rematch is needed, bro. No
Not at
rematch
all.
is needed.
Not at all.
Okay, so what you see next for Spence?
Honestly, man, I would just say move up and keep fighting the top guys, man, because I ain't about to sit here and talk bad about Spence. Everybody know what Spence can do. He just couldn't do it against Crawford. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't know. I just wish him the best, man. And me as a real boxer and a boxing fan, I don't look at Spence no different because he's still a dog. We're not about to make him seem like he's nothing. You feel me? It's just he went against the number one pound for pound, and he came up very short.
Okay, all right. Well, you said you was a fighter yourself, man. Tell the people who you are, man. What you got coming up?
And my name Davion Warnock. I'm known by Lil Scooby, man. I got a fight coming August 27th, Columbus, Ohio. You know, you can follow me on IG, Smoke Game 519. I'll drop the details anytime people want to come check me out. You know, it'll definitely be worth it. And every fight I'm gonna get better, so it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, man.
Absolutely,
Yes, sir.
man. I
Appreciate
definitely
you calling
appreciate
in.
you calling in, man. Did you put any money on this fight, man? Did you get paid?
Got paid, but I should have. Man, the way the fight went yesterday, oh man, I should have put the house on it at that point. God damn.
Yeah, I don't think nobody knew.
myself,
I
bro.
don't think nobody seen that coming, but I think a lot of Bud fans got paid, man.
Man.
So
If you went straight KO,
What's
which I
crazy?
did.
By the first round, I like, bro, I could just tell by the pace. By the first round, it was gonna be bad for him because he couldn't even keep up with his dad. He couldn't keep up. Like, it was just Bud's momentum from the get. Like, Errol's reaction time was too slow. He was punching too slow, and it was over.
nah, I agree
And Bud
with you.
was way more comfortable. That's how scary Bud is. It's so scary how more comfortable Bud is when it comes to these big time fighters. Like that's a different type of nigga.
Right.
That's different.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
Nah, I agree with you 100%, man. I definitely appreciate you calling in, Scoop, man.
Appreciate you,
man.
fam.
You
Yes,
keep,
sir.
man. You
Thank you
keep
for
doing
calling
your
in,
thing,
nephew.
man.
Love you.
We're gonna push you here too, man. We got all love for you, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Much success. Continue
For
on.
sure. You already know it's all love, man. I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you
All
for
right,
having
bro.
me.
Oh, absolutely,
sir.
man. Have a good one.
Yo, can we get a Team
Hey.
Spence person to call in?
Hey, I hit one. I hit one
Y'all
of my
niggas-
boys. I took some money from, man. He ain't
Listen,
answering the phone. no more.
Check it
I
out.
think-
Y'all
I think he
niggas
sent
was in
that
my
cash
DM.
out.
Some of y'all niggas was in my DM this morning talking, and I had told y'all to call in, and y'all not calling in. Where y'all at, bro?
Yeah,
Keep
man.
y'all not keeping the same energy.
I think it's over for the day, man. These niggas
Hey,
is
listen,
hurt.
son, man.
They hurt somewhere,
listen,
man.
Yeah.
I don't-
They laying
Hey,
in
yo,
a female's arms, man.
Let me
getting
ask you a question.
hugged.
What you telling Spence right now this morning? He woke up. He walked in the kitchen. What are you telling him?
I ain't telling him shit.
You
He need
saying
to be
it's
with
okay?
his kids right now.
What are you telling him? It's okay, champ. You get back on the horse.
Nah, I don't talk. You know, it's that ride home when you got a homie that might have got beat up at the club and some shit. And you know that shit just quiet. It's that quiet ride, like it's good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's good, nigga.
Nah,
You
you
good,
got
you
it.
All right, let me ask you. Let me
You
ask
all
you
right, bro?
something.
You good.
You
yeah.
been the driver in that situation? You been the passenger in that situation?
I have. You know what I'm saying? I caught one. I won't hold you. 9th grade, I caught one. And niggas, I just had to deal with it till I got my shit back. But I got my shit back.
Hey, son.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta
Listen,
eat
son,
it.
that's
son.
crazy. It's crazy because, you know, it's Spence. And I say it because Spence it's equivalent to the hood to me. You can win 30 fights, you lose one in the hood, niggas will never forget
Yeah,
that.
but
Like,
you
damn,
got- you
son,
gotta-
I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm 101 in junior high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, son. But remember 8th grade?
The nigga, hey, I got one like that. Niggas will bring it up. They done seen me redeem my shit, and they'll bring up that one. But I'm like, you gotta get your shit back.
Is that what Spence going through right now?
We got a call coming in. Coming in.
Hopefully it's Team Spence.
We're gonna see, man. I don't know.
We got to call him. Who's on the
What's
line?
going on?
What's
What up?
going
What
on,
up?
man? Who we got on the line?
This Coach D from Jersey.
Oh, what up, my boy? What's poppin'? It's DeMarco.
Yeah, this DeMarco. What's going on, man?
What's poppin'? Hold on, let me give my brother an introduction. So this is the guy I'll be telling y'all about that works out of Shakur's grandfather's gym in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
So he has a close relationship with Wally Moses, who is Shakur's coach and grandfather, coaches at his gym. Got a lot of insight, man, a lot of boxing wisdom, man. So talk to us, Coach James.
Well, I'm not. Well, I'm gonna say, I have to get a reality check. Somebody. I mean, one of the things I will say is that now we see why it took 5.5 to 6 years for this fight to happen. Al Heyman knew what the deal was from the door. It wasn't no surprise to Al Heyman. He knew the product and the crop that he got. And he knew that the leverage he had was them belts. That's it.
Right.
So when you look at the dynamic of what happened, I'm not surprised because Al Heyman already knew what the deal was. That's why he didn't want the fight to go on.
Right. Hold on, Coach. You got us on speakerphone?
Businessman.
You got us.
No, wait, hold on. I got you on my Bluetooth, baby.
Okay.
Want me to take y'all off?
Yeah, if you go straight
right,
to your
hold
phone for me.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
much
way
better, much
Yes,
better.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I was saying is, if I'm a businessman and I got a product and I know it got a flaw in it, I'm not gonna talk about my flaw. I'm gonna do everything to avoid the flaw. And Al Heyman knew what the deal was when he got with Arrow. And this is prior to the accident. Let's not talk about the accident. This is prior to the accident.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and you know it got to be bad when Bud was in the corner talking to Charlo, talking about you next.
Right.
You next.
He said,
because them Charlo twins, you know, what the Charlo twins remind me of, and this is not no disrespect to them and their character and their man. Well, it's really about their character. This is me not disrespecting, but giving y'all an insight on who they are. You know that dog that barked, the big pit bull dog that barked in the gate. But then when the pit bull be around another real official pit bull, that pit bull run around with the tail tucked.
Yeah.
That's the Charlo. That's the Charlo brothers.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's the Charlo brothers. They the pit bulls that stay in the gate.
Yeah. Facts. The first time you let him out the gate, one of them got smacked.
Like,
that's crazy to me. That nigga talk all
well,
that shit.
you
The
know,
first
you
incident
see
was-
what
I said earlier, niggas is fake tough guys, man.
Yeah.
I keep saying that shit, bro.
That's crazy.
right. You ain't gotta do all that, man. Listen, man. When I be at the fight, I don't do no talking to fighters and running my mouth to them. Like it's like, yo, it's all love. We all fighters. Like even former fighters. You know what I'm saying? Just because you make your money and you on TV, that don't mean I won't be able to get with you or anything like that, or I move a certain way.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, but let me just tell y'all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all know why Shakur can't find a fight.
Yeah. You see him and
Now
Haney
you
talking.
know why Shakur Stevenson can't find a fight.
Yeah.
Because why?
That nigga
Because
easy.
who he's fought with on the regular. And you know what my coach said?
Hold on, listen
why
to this,
he
y'all.
said? He said in a minute, Shakur gonna be calling Bud the little brother.
Repeat who said that again?
Because he said Bud really be getting in there and he don't be playing with Core. And Core be in there getting with him. And real talk, it's not I'm not saying it's like right now, but what I'm saying is that for Shakur to be as young as he is and getting with Bud right now, that's a problem for a lot of people.
Facts.
That's why nobody don't want to fight him. That's why he's getting the self treatment. Devin knows what the deal is. They know each other. You think Shakur ain't tell him, Like, yo, I'm not fighting you for 25%. But you heard what Shakur just said recently. Put your purse up. I'll take 25. That's your purse. And then we'll see what the deal is. You ain't Shakur. Devin ain't doing that. Devin just running his mouth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He gone though. He at 140. He got 2 fights ahead of before he'll fight
Yeah, but
Shakur.
he ran up there.
Right.
You know, you talking and you running your mouth. But you ran up there because you already know what the deal is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Listen, man. When Shakur say we know what's up, we know what's up. But I can't wait for Charlo to have to really get in there with Bud and see what he gonna do.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Bud gonna play Canelo, but somebody said that Canelo is that Bud said he's too big. I don't know. I didn't see the press conference, but I guess they talking about from that standpoint. But I'm gonna be real. I think Bud would give it to Canelo too. From what I hear, Bud walks around like 170, 180.
That's what
That's
I
what
told
I
you.
heard.
168 would be beautiful, man.
Cool for Bud.
For Bud.
Yeah,
I told y'all I seen him post on social media one time on his story. I can't remember what fight. I think it was Benavidez. He posted a picture of the scale and it was like 180. This is Terrence Crawford.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he don't walk
That's
around.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm gonna be real. After the fight at the hotel, at the fight at the Prudential Center, Coach Wally.
Oh, we dropped the call.
We dropped it.
Okay. I mean, we got some fighters in the building too, man. We got 2 fighters in the building right now. We might have them pull up on us, man. Might have a pull up on us, man. It don't matter who first. Hold up. Hey, Lamar, I think he a Spence fan.
Just have him call in.
Call in. Call this number for me. Come here. Oh, he calling back.
Man, I really appreciate that. I love that Brick City energy, you heard?
Yeah.
I really appreciate that Brick City energy, that Duck No Smoke energy, man. For those that never been to Newark, man, that's a small taste of what it's like up in that city, man. That shit really is about that, man. I give them guys a lot of props, a lot of respect, man.
Shout out to Newark.
I've been in war with them niggas in the ring and in the street.
Really?
This is not something you want to play with, so shout out to that city, dog.
He back on there?
Huh?
He back on the
Yeah, I'm back on.
All right, yeah.
So what I was saying is that Bud walks around like that. So I'm like, yo, and you know what's weird, like Spence is a physique. He got a good athletic physique. Bud just got, when they say somebody eat cornbread and he just got a stocky body and he big boned it. That's what I reverence as big boned. Like he just got that solid. And I said, wow. I said, man. I don't even want to know how he lose weight. I don't want to even know how Bud cut weight, because if you walking around and you got to drop down to 147, that's a lot of weight to drop down to.
Facts.
Right.
Facts. Big facts.
So I'm just
Coach,
like,
man,
wow.
I think some of you guys understand what it takes for these fighters to lose weight and what they got to go through, man, to lose weight, man. You in the gym, you see what these guys go through. For the ones that don't know, man, let them know how tough a process that is, man.
I mean, one of the things, you got to think about like this. I've seen fighters where, they wasn't really at weight, and then I've seen coaches tell them to get in the sauna. And so the day of the fight, they dehydrated. People don't be understanding those things, what it takes. You got a kid that got to cut weight, or you got a kid that got a bad eating habit. You know what I'm saying? And then they go on the scale and they're overweight, and it's like, yo, we put in too much work to lose. So, and we got, I don't know necessarily about the process in fighters losing weight at an alarming rate. We got fighters now, they losing weight and they losing fluid around the brain. See, people don't understand that part. Let's say you are a one, like what I was told was guys going to the Nationals now are NBA basketball player height. 6'7", 6'8", and guess where they fighting at? 165.
Yeah.
And they 6'3", 6'4". Why you 6'3", 6'4", fighting at that weight, coming in looking like skinny? People don't know. I don't know what it's gonna take for people to get. We teach kids to lose weight Good layer up. Like when I was losing weight, when I was cutting weight, I would layer up. I wouldn't even do the sauna suit because for me the sauna suit leaves too many toxins on your body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people do it, but I just never did it. I always layered up with a lot of clothes.
Right. Hey, Coach, real quick. I hate to cut you. We got to take like one or two more callers. Our cameraman Bomac got to leave here in a second.
Oh,
thank you, sir.
Bomac is in it. Wait, hold up. Bomac is in the studio.
Nah, we got our own Bomac. Bomac, come in front of the camera real quick, man. Shout yourself out real quick. Come on, man. This our cameraman Bomac, man. Now come all the way in front of the camera.
Come all in front of the camera, son.
Yeah. So Bomac got
give us 16, man.
Bomac got to be out, man.
Shout out to Bomac.
He never got no balls ready.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to hit you later, Coach. We got to take these other calls.
We definitely appreciate you calling.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
No doubt, man. We going to talk.
Brick City
Peace
in the
out,
building,
bro.
man.
All right, fam.
Thank you for having me on.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. We're going to bring you back, too.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
All right, later.
Peace. I think we got a Spence fan, man. We got a Spence fan that's going to be calling in, man. And fortunately, he's an actual boxer, too.
Yeah, we got a lot of boxers.
Outside of just, nonsense, we're going to hear educated opinion.
All Spence fans in their feelings right now.
They are. They real
All
quiet,
Spence fans
man.
in their feelings right
Only
now.
reason we got this Spence fan is because he in the studio right now with us, man. He in the studio with us right now, so it's a little different, man. We're gonna see what he got to talk about, though.
Let's hear it.
So,
They feeling, son.
let's see.
Niggas is now talking about Bud was on PEDs.
Man, we got some good.
Niggas like your Bud was on PEDs, son.
Man.
He cheated Earl.
He online.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Son.
Yo.
FightBookies podcast. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
How you doing? This is Lamar Barnes.
Okay, man. Talk to us, Lamar, man. And, from what I'm hearing, you a Spence fan, man. Talk to us, man.
Yeah, man, I'm a Spence fan. I ain't got no excuse. We just did terrible last night.
Okay.
He just got outbeat. Crawford was just too crispy last night. He was on point with everything.
Okay.
Do you think in a rematch it'll be any different result, or do you even want to see that rematch?
Yeah, I want to see a rematch. I just hope my boy can, get his dub back. But if not, it's all good. Comes with boxing.
What adjustments you think Spence could make
I thought this
to
fight's
get a
gonna be a
better
trilogy.
fight?
I don't want to see it.
Well, he got to change his whole game plan up. He can't just try to go in after him because that's what Crawford wanted him to do, because he a counterpuncher and he's precise with all his punches. So he's going to have to box more and use more of a jab and a stronger jab, not just a quick jab, just like Crawford did to him.
Okay.
So it looked like Crawford took away Spence's jab and he became the jabber when everybody thought Spence was going to be the jabber. What does he need to do technical wise to make sure that his jab is his strongest punch? So what does he need to do? What adjustment specifically does he need to do? How do you take away?
Can you even teach this old dog new tricks?
You can't teach him old tricks.
Can you?
That's what we asking the caller. What you think?
He's a fighter. He should know.
And I hope he could change it up. That's the thing. I just hope he could change it up. It shouldn't be too much adjustment because, he's a great fighter also. So it should be a better fight next time.
Okay. If that rematch doesn't happen, who would you like to see Spence fight next?
Dude, I want to see him fight Boots.
Spence? You want to see Spence fight Boots?
Might as well go ahead and get it out the way. Yo. Or Crawford, one of them two.
How you think that would turn out? Because Boots has some of the same attributes as Crawford, and he has a size advantage. Do you think Spence does better against Boots than he does against Crawford, or how you think that turns out?
I hope he does better. Boots, he's still young. He just got still a little bit of flaws he has to correct. So hopefully he could capitalize on that. But I do like Boots. They're great fighters, him and Crawford. I got them in the top of the division right now, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, what about for Bud, man? What fight we want to see Bud have next?
Man, Bud, man, I don't even know. After last night's performance, he can pretty much fight anybody.
Okay. So what you got next coming up, man? You are a fighter yourself, man. Tell us a little bit about what you got coming up.
Well, I ain't got nothing coming up right now. I just been training, but I'm gonna probably try to get back in it around like October, November. Try to get back in the ring.
Okay. Now, did you bet any money? Because we are the Fight Bookies. I mean, we are a betting podcast. I mean, did you lose any money to keep it a buck, man? This is what it's about.
Nah, I bet on I got on on what's it called the DraftKings, and I bet it 2 knockdowns. It just didn't go the way I wanted it to. So I won some money.
Oh, okay, smart man. It sounded like you was listening to the podcast, man. I was betting on knockdowns too, boy. You smart. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I bet it on. I bet it on the knockdown. So good thing I didn't bet on that. Crazy.
All right, man. That sounded like it was a little doubt in your mind a little early, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Nah, I just knew it was gonna be a 50-50 fight. I just knew. Well, I didn't think Crawford was just gonna come out and dominate, but I just thought it was gonna be pretty much even the whole fight, and Crawford just did his thing. He showed why he was a pound for pound.
Nah, that's 100, man. We definitely appreciate you calling
Thank you,
in,
sir.
man.
Family.
Definitely, we support you too in your fight journey as well, man. Like I said, man, thanks for calling in.
As soon as you got something coming up, bro, hit us, man.
For sure.
Help us push
No
your
doubt.
brand,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
All
For
right.
sure, family. Peace
All
out.
right,
Yes,
man. All right, peace.
Hey, yo, man. I
All right,
bet
have a good one.
All right.
directly as I say, I allude to my reel. We always talk about our bets. I went with the Crawford by KO or Spence by points. You know what I mean? So when we talk about bets, my bets, I came out on the plus side. I've been pretty much plus, so yeah, it wasn't a huge windfall for me at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I did go with, if it's going to be a knockdown. Like I said, if it's going to be a fight, I'm going to go Crawford. If we're going to fall back and be a boxing match, it was reversed a little bit. I think Spence jumped out a little early and was extra aggressive. I didn't expect that. I think maybe he thought I'm gonna shock somebody with it, but you walk right into the lion's den and kick the lion. Maybe you should have stayed outside and taunted him a little bit and brought him out in the open, and you pay for it, man. I'm scared about the psyche, honestly, but that's a side note. So like I said, we are the bookies, and we do base bets, and I bet to make sure my integrity on here is high level, and that's where my bets went. So I went by Crawford by KO or Spence by points. I didn't play around with anything else. To me, it was straightforward and simple, because I said if it's going to be a boxing match, Spence is going to get him. But by the second round, I didn't even care. I was like, oh, no. He's imposed his will. He imposed his will. Crawford imposed his will the first round with damn near throwing no punches.
Mm-hmm. He did.
He imposed his will damn near throwing no punches. Just kind of just staring at him like, you can't be serious. It's like your little kid trying to dribble the ball around you. Like, okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's crazy, man.
Nah, he did little bro him for real, man. He let him live a couple rounds. I watched it happen, but
this ain't the first time we heard retirement, though. I'm not the first time I heard people say Spence.
Nah, because at the time, rewind just 2 fights ago, man. Bud had he looked worse than fucking Sean Porter. Sean Porter put up a better fight against Bud than that.
A lot of people did. Benavidez.
What celebrities went with Spence? What? I can't think of none.
A lot of them.
Porter.
Tank had the worst rant. I know y'all saw that.
Oh, yeah, I seen Tank, man. I don't know.
Tank
he
picked
talking
Spence?
about the glass.
Yeah, he was Team Spence. Crazy. He was talking crazy.
Tank said he was locked up.
That was personal.
That's what it was. That was personal.
It was personal. But we gotta.
Bubby throwing a lot of jabs at Tank.
Yeah.
And then he always ended with he too little.
Right.
He definitely be little.
We gotta wrap this up, y'all.
Let me ask y'all one
Cameraman.
question before y'all go, man.
Yeah.
What he said about Shakur and Crawford sparring, man.
He told me that before.
He said about that sparring, man. That was some real golden inside information. I wanted to, highlight that, man. Fight Bookies brought y'all something gold,
something exclusive, man.
Something exclusive, man, that they be working together. And you see Shakur's around the entire time, all the time, man. Man, that's something that y'all need to pay attention to.
Yeah, y'all
and
should
the
have
fact
caught
that he's
that,
saying
Jim.
that,
I hope y'all caught that.
That he's not just holding his own.
Yeah.
Like, he's giving them work. You hear what I'm saying, people?
Right.
You know what I mean? So are we talking about maybe in the smaller way or Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant type of thing?
I believe so. I
mean,
definitely
we
believe
ain't
so.
gonna get fight going with that LeBron shit, but you know,
we not gonna get
are we
started.
talking about that? Are we talking about a Jay and somebody else? We ain't gonna mention that Wayne guy, but anyway, y'all, Fight Bookies, man. We love to have y'all here. You should have been at the fight party.
Hey.
You should have been there.
They're gonna know next time, man. They're gonna know next time. It's all
Shout out
good.
to that gentleman line. We do security at his establishment, man. You know what I mean? It's my pleasure to do that as well, man. It was an amazing fight party. You should listen to us, man. It was multiple places to watch the fight, man.
Sure.
We did it again, y'all. We did it again.
Absolutely, man. This is a classic, man. Y'all take it easy,
Marcus,
man.
Ohio Runs Boxing. We miss you, bro. Where you at, son?
Already know,
Marcus,
man.
You ain't call me, go. You supposed to call, son. You supposed to call. Give us the insight.
Hold up real quick, though. We going to wrap it up. My nigga Marcus got that picture with Alicia Gardner. He got the Bay Gardner pick, bro. I'm jealous, nigga.
Son, he was hustling,
I'm
son.
jealous.
You see the pictures he was sending?
Yeah.
I said, son, he's shaking the moving, shaking hands, kissing baby. He wiggling out there, man.
He got the bomb Gardner
Word,
pick.
son. That was a business trip, you heard?
Yeah.
That was a business trip for the Fight Bookies podcast, man.
Hey, the Fight Bookies going to be out the next couple fights, man. Y'all going to see us reporting live. So, hey, man, we just getting started, man. This is peanuts to an elephant, man. We getting started. We in the small building phases now. But, you know, just remember,
FanDuel, you better call us before DraftKings do.
You feel me?
DraftKings, you better call us before FanDuel do.
Shout out to everybody in the comments, too. Big bro, Deshaun, I see you on here, bro. Yeah, Shakur also said Crawford gave him a worst beating. Facts, bro. We here every Sunday, 1 p.m. Holla at us.
We're going live every Sunday at 1 p.m., man.
We'll let you know
could
about
be live in
Saturdays.
studio watching us live, enjoying great cuisine and great food.
Chef,
you
we
know
got
what
Chef
I mean?
Hyros, man. If y'all want to pull up on us, man,
listen,
we're here
son.
Sundays. I'm here with the
pull
shrimp
up,
and grits and the lamb on the top
Come
side.
in here, get
Niggas
something
laughing
to
at
eat,
me because I put
son.
sugar on my grits.
You
but,
know, flights
what I'm saying?
available for autographs
Hey.
and pictures.
Oh, I ain't nobody,
See,
y'all. I'm just your favorite.
autographs and
I'm just your
pictures.
favorite fight bookie,
Yeah,
man. I like
man.
people. I like my people
Management
to get paid.
opportunities, you heard
That's
me?
it.
All right, y'all.
Upcoming fights and management. I want management opportunities. Holla at you heard?
Yeah, we out.
All right, God, peace.
All right,
Later.
fight bookie.